Uber 2021 and Lyft 2021. I already did a video about should you drive for Lyft and Uber in 2021. And in that video, I think I had more of a pessimistic viewpoint that, yeah, you can make a lot of money driving for Lyft and Uber, but I suggest doing it part-time. And as time goes on with the independent contractor versus employee debate and all this stuff that's going on with Lyft and Uber, it might not be worth it, especially that Lyft and Uber, especially over the past 5 years, I'd say, has paid their drivers way less. Until now, though, because in case you haven't heard of this, there is now a massive shortage for Uber drivers and Lyft drivers. So I'm on Mashable right now, and as you can see at the top, Uber and Lyft throw cash at drivers as they ditch the apps for food delivery. Throughout most of 2020, Uber and Lyft drivers didn't have much work to do because of the pandemic. We all know about this. However, as things are opening back up again in 2021, as it says here, there is way less Uber and Lyft drivers to compensate for the amount of people ordering Lyft and Ubers. Going down here, Uber recently announced a $250 million driver stimulus in the US to boost pay with more incentives and wage guarantees. And according to the Rideshare Guy blog, the Rideshare Guy is legendary when it comes to Lyft and Uber. Its rival Lyft has also been offering bonuses in different American cities. Uber even listed out current median hourly wages in different United States cities to show how driver demand is now making ride sharing more lucrative. There are more riders requesting trips than there are drivers available to give them, making it a great time to be a driver. And I've read so many other articles like this. I've even seen a lot of quotes saying, look, we've never seen these type of bonuses ever as a rideshare driver as opposed to years ago. There was even one quote of someone saying, look, it feels like 2016 or 2017 again, when it was an amazing time to be a Lyft and Uber driver. I remember driving for Lyft and Uber in 2015 and 16, and it seemed like every week there was crazy bonuses of Uber and Lyft throwing money at you, competing. I remember there's one time, I think it was like St. Patrick's Day weekend in Boston. As you can imagine, Boston, St. Patrick's Day, huge combination of an amazing time. And Lyft would be like, we're offering minimum $30 an hour guaranteed, no matter what. If you don't make $30 an hour, we'll bump your pay up. And I think it was like 5 minutes later, I got a text from Uber saying, you know what? We changed our mind. You know, we were going to give you some bonus before. We're now going to pay $35 an hour. Lyft texted back 5 minutes later, $40 an hour, $45 an hour. And they were competing with each other. And I remember being like, this is awesome. Every driver, in a good way, is stuck in the middle between Lyft and Uber of all these bonuses, hourly guarantees, you know, all these incentives to drive for that app. And over time, all those went away. All of those went away. But now, especially right now in 2021, there has never been a higher demand for rideshare drivers. I'm going to be honest, especially with me being here in LA. I mean, I can't tell you the amount of times I've tried to order a Lyft and Uber, and it takes 10 minutes, and all of a sudden the app will just kind of like glitch up. I've never seen this actually until this year, and it says, sorry, no drivers available. And I'm like, wait, what? Wait, what do you mean there's no drivers available? I've never seen that. And that's why if you are considering driving for Lyft and Uber in 2021, again, like I said, I already did that video going really in depth of should you drive for Lyft and Uber in 2021, but that was earlier this year. Now, I might say, hey, if you've ever considered being a driver, or if you've driven before but stopped driving, it's not a bad time to jump in the game. I've even seen that Lyft and Uber has done bonuses saying, hey, if you used to drive for us and you don't anymore, we will actually give you bonuses to come back and drive for Lyft and Uber. I'm going to be honest, you know, and I'm very blunt. I have no affiliation with Lyft or Uber. I'm always honest in my videos. I might say, hey, if you're watching this video and you're on the fence about either driving because you've never done it, or if you used to drive and you're like, I hate Lyft and Uber, I'm never driving for them again, I might say consider coming back. I'm just going to say, you know, I mean, obviously, test it out, maybe do it part-time during the week. I always suggest that because the bonuses right now are so high. You are in such demand that I know what it's like, that feeling of you turn on the app, you get one ride in an hour, you're just sitting in your car waiting, and you're like, too many drivers on the road, I'm not getting anything. I'm not getting anything at all. Now, though, it's going to be the opposite. Now, and I've talked to drivers, they've said, look, I've never had this many rides. By the time I drop somebody off, and obviously Lyft and Uber's doing this now, you can kind of accept a ride before you finish your current one. There's so many people ordering Lyft and Ubers right now, and not enough drivers on the road. And I'm just going to say it, if there's ever been a time to drive for Lyft and Uber in the past 5 years, besides that bonus peak, like I was talking about before in around 2015-ish, 2016, I think in the past 5 years, everything has gone downhill in terms of earnings, hourly rates, hourly guarantees, but now it's spiked back up. And in the past 5 years, this might be, honestly, one of the best times in terms of a lucrative sense to drive for Lyft and Uber.